Public opinion is what democracy is all about. And the things that Trump is doing, broadly speaking, cut against public opinion. They also have the benefit of being very poorly conceived and poorly executed. I mean, just take this tariff humiliation of the past 48 hours. This was like his signature issue for the campaign. You think he might have had some time to think this through? No, apparently. And so it has been a humiliating 48 hours for President Trump on this tariff issue. As soon as he announced these inexplicable tariffs on Canada and Mexico, the stock market fell through the floor. There was a widespread freak out on Wall Street, totally predictable. There was a widespread freak out in the press. Lots of Republicans and conservatives were among those freaked out. The Wall Street Journal called it, quote, the dumbest trade war in history. Yeah, everybody, turns out, thought it was a bad idea and it was going to be really expensive for us. And so Trump climbed right down. Within 24 hours, he had calls with Canada and Mexico, where Canada and Mexico reiterated that they would do things they had already offered to do. He got nothing new out of them. Mexico, in addition, got Trump to agree to do something for them. Mexico got Trump to agree to stop U.S. guns flowing into Mexico. So Mexico ended up getting concessions from us. And there's no tariffs on Mexico, and there's no tariffs on Canada. The whole thing evaporated because Trump climbed right down, except for the tariffs with China, where China retaliated against us with bigger tariffs than we put on them. And that's now the state of play. So now we have bigger tariffs on us from China that we have put on China. And now it would appear that Trump can't get the Chinese leadership on the phone. He was due to talk with Xi Jinping in China today, but that didn't happen. Then they said, no, maybe it's going to happen tomorrow. Now they're saying, we don't actually know when that's going to happen, but never mind, we don't care if we don't talk. While we're under larger tariffs from them than they are from us. Great move. It is hapless, and he is flailing. And not for nothing, China can actually keep up those high tariffs on us as long as they want to, even if those tariffs do hurt their own economy and their own consumers. Why can they keep that up indefinitely? Because, oh yeah, they're a dictatorship. They don't have to care about their people or what their people think. They don't answer to their people. Our government does have to answer to what people think. I mean, look at stopping foreign aid. That's one where they think they've got such a strong case and they've got such a good message. The American people, nobody cares about foreign aid. We can absolutely, what did Elon Musk say? Put that through the wood chipper and everybody will cheer. Nobody will care. Really? Well, here are Republican senators in good standing. Here's Senator Roger Wicker. Here's Senator Bill Cassidy. Here's Senator Jerry Moran saying, hey, wait a second. You can't stop all this foreign aid. That's American food aid that's going to rot in the ports, says Jerry Moran. That's an HIV treatment program that needs to be restarted immediately, says physician and Louisiana Republican Senator Bill Cassidy. I mean, the pushback is real. It's emboldened in part by the stupidity and palpable incompetence of the administration that's trying to push everybody around. The pushback is real, it is emboldened, and it is coming from every direction. The protest we saw yesterday at the USAID building to stick up for USAID and foreign aid, that was a big deal. An impromptu demonstration that attracted tons of members of Congress, tons of people, tons of media. There's going to be another demonstration for that same cause tomorrow, again, with members of Congress. This time it's going to be 11:30 a.m. at Upper Senate Park, which is on Constitution Avenue in Washington, D.C., standing up for USAID, standing up for foreign aid. There are some reports that we're going to see some level of protest at all 50 state capitals tomorrow. We'll see how that turns out. This was the U.S. Treasury building today. I told you yesterday there was going to be protests today at the U.S. Treasury building at 5 o'clock in Washington, D.C. Look at the people who turned out. Look how big this was. This is formal federal workers. This is Democratic officials. This is regular people turning up at the U.S. Treasury building today, telling Elon Musk and his little minions to get out of the Treasury payment system, trying to stop this whole assault on the federal government. Look at this today. What the Trump administration is doing is unpopular and poorly thought out and poorly executed, and getting more so all the time. I mean, tonight, Trump, I guess, is saying he's going to send U.S. troops into occupy the Gaza Strip to level it and depopulate it of its population. He says that's going to be a long-term U.S. military operation. Okay, sure, yeah, the American people definitely voted for sending troops into Gaza. Is that what this election was about? You think you've got a big Trump mandate for that? Corporal Vance, you going to suit back up for that? Today, they sent out another even more threatening letter to federal employees saying resign by midnight tomorrow or else. I mean, their intent really does appear to be as radical and destructive as anything anyone imagined before they took office. What they are intending and trying to do, though, is unpopular. Their execution is shambolic and often palpably dumb. And the opposition is now awake and increasingly emboldened. I told you it's on, man. It is on.